famous Dagestani name. Can he carry on the family legacy? He takes on Sidemar Honorio from nearby Philadelphia, as much of a local as you're going to get here. And our tail of the tape shows the 16-year weight age gap between these two individuals.
That would be fun.
No touch of the gloves. They'll get right to action here.
Now, Umar told us he's basically a Muay Thai fighter. With that Nurmagomedov name, you know that wrestling's in his background.
Interesting, Sidemar said he's never, the Nurmagomedovs have never faced anybody with a jiu-jitsu background like his, and he's going to show them what that's all about. Go ahead, take me down, put me in my world.
It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out because, as he mentioned, Umar actually counts himself as a little bit more of a striker. In fact, when we asked him how the rounds between Umar and Khabib go in training, he said, well, look, I can get the better of him in striking, and then he'll take me down and make my life miserable.
Oh, head kick.
Head kick there from Umar. And Honorio pulls guard. He says, all right, I'll bring you down here myself if you're not going to shoot a takedown.
Now, I appreciate jiu-jitsu. I myself am a black belt, but you still cannot sleep on the ground skills of these combat sambo world champions. You cannot sleep on their ground skills.
Nice pass by Nurmagomedov.
Nice recovery here by Sidemar Honorio. Active legs from the bottom. Nurmagomedov will look to pass. Great opportunities for some signature ground and pound.
Ooh, beautiful right hand on the drop.
Umar Nurmagomedov in the blue trunks on top, working some ground and pound. Classic body to the head combination there. Smothering the movement on bottom for Sidemar Honorio in the red. Nurmagomedov stands up out of guard, kicks at the legs. Jasper Oliver steps in, will stand him back up. If you watched PFL Season 1, you did see Umar Nurmagomedov in a similar showcase bout. And that one, the thing I took away most was his ability to control distance. But right there, it was Sidemar Honorio who closed with a head kick attempt. Nice body kick there from Honorio.
Umar didn't like that.
He set that kick up nice with his hands, followed through.
Head kick sneaks over the left shoulder of Sidemar Honorio.
Arm throw attempt. Honorio. Tough to spit that one out.
Once again, Umar Nurmagomedov back on top of Sidemar Honorio, trying to create offense here.
Now, Umar Nurmagomedov, he looks very comfortable being on top of a black belt at this level, so Honorio may have to change up his game plan.
Nurmagomedov, 23 years old, but already 10 professional fights. He's so far undefeated in his mixed martial arts career. So despite the fact that Sidemar Honorio, 16 years older than his opponent here, their experience in the cage not all that similar, or excuse me, not all that different, as 10 wins for Nurmagomedov, only 13 for Honorio.
And again, that background that we just kind of glossed right over, that combat sambo background, that's that amateur MMA, man, that just gives these guys so much of a step up. So much experience.
And as one would expect, we asked Umar a lot about training with his cousin Khabib, who's pretty much, you know, universally considered the best fighter in the world right now, at least in the lower weight classes. And he said, look, After I train with Khabib, after I fight him in training, everyone else is easy. 10 seconds left here in round number 1, and Sidemar Honorio at least making it interesting against Umar Nurmagomedov. We'll see how it plays out in round number 2 when we return on ESPN+. Umar Nurmagomedov sneaks a head kick over the left shoulder of Sidemar Honorio and ends up right on top, where we thought a lot of this fight might play out, Randy.
Absolutely. You're seeing the Brazilian black belt in Honorio tested for sure, and the wrestling skills of Umar Nurmagomedov come to play as he floats over the black belt and unable to get out of there.
This is a bantamweight showcase bout. Umar Nurmagomedov in the blue trunks, Sidemar Honorio in the red. We'll get back to light heavyweight and heavyweight action for the rest of the evening here on ESPN Plus with playoff spots on the line. But for now, the bantamweights squaring off. Front kick from Nurmagomedov. Double jab there, Eve, from Umar.
Yeah, and if you notice, he's switching stances. We haven't really even pointed that out, but every time he switches stances, it doesn't look like he's any stronger or any weaker on either side. His skill level stays the same.
Sidemar Honorio talking to somebody in there.
Was he talking to his corner? I wasn't sure who he was talking to.
I think that was a conversation between fighter and corner. Usually that's one-sided communication. Head kick attempt there from Honorio.
He composed in great control of his distance with Umar Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, and once again, we're talking about a 23-year-old. That's a lot. That shows a lot of maturity inside the cage.
Southpaw stance here.
Ooh, that was beautiful.
He timed that perfectly, didn't
Ooh, yeah.
There's that lead head kick. I mean, it's not an easy thing to throw. It's not a technique that a novice striker is really going to be good at. And Umar's shown it a couple times in this one as he checks a lead leg kick from Sidemar.
But the other thing about it was he also he used it as a counter, avoided the low calf kick, and slapped him in the face with it.
He timed it, picked that foot up just as he kicked and kicked him in the face with it.
Beautiful.
Take a look inside Nurmagomedov's corner. That's Islam Mamedov, also on the PFL roster. Speaking Russian.
Give number two.
There's the 2.
Well done.
Back to work goes Nurmagomedov, closing the distance against Sidemar Honorio. Nice evasion there from the Philadelphia native. Body kick from Sidemar Honorio.
Changed it up. Right kick, then left kick, and the left kick landed.
Bouncing around, trying to find the right timing and combinations is Umar Nurmagomedov. To his credit, Sidemar Honorio interrupting things with leg kicks of his own and the big winging head kick attempts.
I think Sidemar landed a nice right hook there, but Umar just ate it.
Looked like it missed to me.
Okay.
I think he kicked and off-balanced him just as he threw it, or it might have landed.
Inside of 2 minutes left here in round number 2. Bantamweight showcase bout. No points on the line.
Honario's throwing those naked kicks hard, and if Umar wants to, he can start timing that or just countering after he blocks.
I saw him attempt to whip that lead head kick up again. Just missed.
Front kick again.
A lot of kicking exchanges here from these two strikers. Sidemar Honorio in the first round looked like he wanted to get into a jiu-jitsu exchange. Not so much effort on his part in that respect, at least here in round number 2. Willing to strike it out.
He pulled guard in the first round, and now it seems like he's settled into his striking exchanges. It's interesting. I would love to see what kind of transition skills he has. Can he set up a takedown? Can he level change and drive through Nurmagomedov?
He's got 3 knockouts to his credit, equal to his 3 submissions. Big body kick from Umar. Go ahead.
One thing I remember from the fighter meetings was that Honorio was telling us that he thinks that Umar is just a kicker. He's only a kicker. That's all he does. And we see Honorio just falling into that same game, throwing lots of kicks. But Umar's winning that game.
Push kick there from Nurmagomedov, and you saw him wipe the sweat off of the bottom of his foot. Rolling kick attempt there from Sidemar Honorio. And round 3 coming up when we come back on ESPN+. Well, Eve, you mentioned that Honorio thought Nurmagomedov was just a kicker, and kicks have been the story here. That one landed.
That one landed beautifully as a counter. But Umar Nurmagomedov is constantly throwing this question mark, and if he lands that at some point tonight, it could be lights out for Honorio.
2 rounds down, 1 more to go. Umar Nurmagomedov in the blue shorts.
Ready?
Sidemar Honorio out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, just an hour away in the red. Once again, the lead leg comes up. He comes out in an orthodox stance this round, does Umar. Leg kick there, low calf kick from Sidemar Honorio. It's checked every time, but there's still a lot of power on it.
Now, Umar has been successful when he throws his hands. Remember when his corner was calling for the 2, he fired it and landed it. I would like to see him use his hands behind his kicks a little more.
Inside leg kick, winging response from Honorio misses, as does the head kick attempt from the Philadelphia native. Back to a southpaw stance goes Umar Nurmagomedov. There's that kick again. Honorio does a good job of shrugging that lead shoulder and making sure to shrug off the brunt of it. Now we talked to Umar Nurmagomedov, Eve, about, why come here for a showcase bout in the PFL? You're 23 years old, you've got a long future in this sport. What's the growth looking like here? We saw him last year. Is he a better fighter now than he was?
I believe he's a better fighter now than he was, but here's what I see in this fight that I would like to see more of from him. I'd like to see him taking advantage of his advantages in this fight. He's the better striker, but he's waiting. He's waiting and letting the engagements happen when Honorio allows them to happen, or he's just firing kicks. If he turns it up some, he could take Honorio out of there. He looks like to be the better fighter in this one.
Looks like Nurmagomedov is not stepping outside of the box at all. He's very comfortable with his striking. He's a Muay Thai guy. He hasn't really done anything out of the ordinary here, really kind of extended himself at all.
Halfway through round number 3, Umar Nurmagomedov going to work on top here. There's a certain amount of weight, obviously, carried with the name you see on the back of his shorts. You wonder if that comes into play with a conservative performance like this one. Playing it safe, looking to extend the winning streak. He's at 10-0 right now.
I understand what you're saying. I like his skill set. I like what he seems to be able to do. But it's as if this is a race, a 30-mile race, and he's going at 30 miles an hour, and Honario's going at 10. But he's just constantly going at 30. He could turn this up to 60 and just get it over with. He seems to have the skill set to do so.
Inside of 2 minutes, running out of time if he's going to make it happen. Sidemar Honorio, the 39-year-old veteran of the sport, trying to tie up Umar Nurmagomedov. Gasper Oliver's seen enough and stands them back up.
Now, I will tell you, I started fighting mixed martial arts in 1997. I was just a 20-year-old kid. And when you're fighting these guys who are older and you believe they have more experience, or they just have more life experience, there's something about fighting an older man where it just kind of makes you reserved. So I don't know if that has something to do with it, but skill set wise, it looks good, man. It looks like he has the tools.
1997, did you say?
Shut up, Sean.
Umar was born in 1996.
I tell you what, he's been very sharp. He throws good. I mean, all the kicking is very, very impressive. He's not really setting that up with his hands, not letting his hands go at all. I think if he was facing a kid that had good transition skills and he threw that many kicks, he's probably going to end up on his back. The guy could time that and take him down. Sidemar doesn't seem to have that ability to really make that transition. He can stand and trade with him, and he's comfortable here on his back. But what about if you see Nurmagomedov on his back? How would he operate there? I would love to see that.
I agree. And Sidemar also, if he was offering more offense, I guarantee you we would see more out of Umar, because we look in these grappling exchanges when Sidemar is in the place where he's comfortable and he's throwing up these attacks, Umar is engaging with him in them, and he's winning these transitions. I'd like to see that on the feet. He probably needs someone to push him standing versus someone he can control.
Final 10 seconds of this featured bantamweight bout. Umar Nurmagomedov will finish on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored the bout 30-27. For your winner by unanimous decision, Umar Nurmagomedov.
Click below to subscribe and watch more MMA content.